Hi, this is Tina Ekman from Blackmagic Design at NAB 2015. Happy to be talking about our newest releases for the URSA product camera line. So this week we've actually announced a brand new sensor for URSA, which is the 4.6 sensor, gorgeous sensor with 15 stops of dynamic range, as well as an update for current URSA users that allow them to do up to 120 frames of rolling shutter, as well as 60 frames global shutter, and that's actually a free update for current URSA users. With the response from the URSA camera from last year being so overwhelming, but at the same time getting some feedback that customers really wanted to have something that they could very quickly, easily throw on their shoulder and run around and continue to shoot, but with that same URSA quality, we've now been happy to announce URSA Mini, which supports the same two sensors, the 4.0 at 12 stops, or the 4.6 at 15 stops of dynamic range, built into a smaller, lighter weight body. The body actually weighs about 5.5 pounds, so for comparison to the other URSA, obviously a lot lighter. It has a lovely handle trigger with link control for recording, as well as the same battery structure rather as the URSA does. So a lot of familiarity between the two cameras. A couple differences though is that the fly-out screen on the side of the URSA is now 5 inches on the URSA Mini, making a much more compact size. And it also will do the 60 frames, as I mentioned, and the 30 frames of global shutter. So about half the frame speed rather than the URSA. In addition to that, we pick a sensor to work with. It's not user upgradable, but because we have the new sensor size, you would either pick an EF or a PL for either the 4.0 or the 4.6 sensor. It's a very powerful microphone on the front of the camera as well, so because of the smaller size, we're expecting people to maybe not want to have as many accessories, so we're capturing that audio. But we also do have the XLR cables on the camera as well, so you can connect that way. Starting point for the EF 4.0 is about $3,000, $3,495 for the PL. And then the EF and the PL, again, about $2,000 more for the new sensor, the 4.6. Should also mention, we have a couple of accessories for URSA now, which is very exciting. Because we have those fly-out screens, those work great during certain types of shooting, but sometimes you may prefer to have an EVF. So we now have the URSA EVF, which you can connect to either the original URSA or the URSA Mini. It's got precision glass, OLED display, 1920 by 1080, and in addition to that, you can actually set the focus. There's focus grids so that you can make sure your eye is seeing correctly and you can have the confidence that your images are going to be in focus. Additional for the URSA Mini is a shoulder mount as well as an additional handle and an extension rod so that you can put your trigger at the end of the extension rod very quickly, quick release the shoulder mount, pop it on your shoulder and run around and continue shooting. So lots of great things happening here at Blackmagic NAB 2015.